Hey guys, Delta here, and earlier this week, DICE pulled the curtain back on another new game type. This one is called Supremacy. This is sort of a remix on the Conquest game type. If you've played Call of Duty or Battlefield in recent years, you would recognize this as War or Chain Link. The basic structure of this game type is that there are 5 capture points on the map, and the teams are going to be trying to capture them all in order before the time limit runs out. To quote DICE, this game type will offer the largest fighting grounds in Battlefront and supports up to 40 players, so that's 20v20. There have been some rumblings that bots are going to be thrown in the mix, 15 on each side possibly, so it brings it up to 70 players, but DICE is just saying it's 40 players, it's 20v20, and that's all we've got to go with right now. So Supremacy starts with a 10-minute timer. Seems short, I know, but 1 minute is added every time a point is captured. This is fantastic design in my opinion. Matches with unbalanced teams are going to end very quickly. They are either going to steamroll and capture all the points, ending the game, or you're going to be out of there in 10 minutes tops. However, if the teams are very evenly matched and we're having a very close game that's going back and forth, where points are constantly changing hands, it could technically go on forever because time will just keep getting added until someone fails to capture a point and extend the game. So each team starts with 2 of the 5 points under control, and then there's a central point, uncaptured, neutral, in the middle of the map to battle over, and that is where you start. Unlike typical conquest modes or domination modes seen in other games, you can't just capture any other flag or capture point as you want. You have to go in order, so A, B, C, D, E. If you've got E, D, and C, you have to capture B next. But you also have to defend C, because if the other team comes and captures C and takes that away from you before you finish capturing B, it stops you. You cannot progress. You have to go get C back, which is really cool. Some people are not a fan of it. I like it because it keeps a sense of momentum going through the game type and focuses the action around these 2 zones, these 2 capture points, and just it kind of keeps things faster paced, keeps the action up, keeps it more frenetic. And I think that's going to lend itself well to this game, because 40 is, some people would say it's on the lower side. I tend to agree with them. I was hoping for 64 players like Battlefield, and the maps are pretty large from what we've seen, and DICE has said this is, like, these are going to be the biggest maps in the game, and just looking at Walker Assault, those maps look pretty big as well. So getting all 40 players focused into the same area on the map benefits the game, in my opinion. Now, of course, outside of the regular ground combat, players are going to be able to take control of various hero and villain characters, or stampede through enemies in walkers, or even take to the skies in the variety of ships in-game that we talked about in the Fighter Squadron reveal video. It is also explained that each hero or villain has distinct advantages that come into play during the game. They say Darth Vader is great for capturing control points because he can take more damage before going down, whereas Luke Skywalker or Boba Fett are great for moving quickly across the map and catching enemies off guard, though they may not necessarily have that same sort of raw strength as Vader that allows them to take a lot of damage before they get killed. So that's just a quick overview of what we know about Supremacy so far. 40 players, Conquest remix sort of game type, and it's probably going to be one of the flagship game types, I'd imagine, in Battlefront, along with Walker Assault and hopefully Fighter Squadron. I hope that's not like Air Superiority where everyone plays it for the first couple weeks and forgets about it. But that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Battlefront as we get closer and closer to launch. Hopefully I'll get to see more and get some hands-on time that I'm allowed to talk about at PAX Prime in a couple of weeks. So yep, that does it here. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time.